In the previous series, we observed Naomi's arrival at Bethlehem from a tumultuous life in the land of the Moabites. Now Naomi had a relative of her husband, a man of great wealth and influence from the family of Elimelech, whose name was Boaz. And Ruth the Moabite said to Naomi,
"Please let me go to the field and glean among the ears of grain, after someone in whose sight I may find favor."
And Naomi replied,
"Go ahead, my daughter."
So Ruth went and picked up the leftover grain in a field after the reapers, and she happened to stop at the plot of land belonging to Boaz, who was of the family of Elimelech. Not long after, Boaz arrived from Bethlehem and spoke to the reapers, saying,
"The Lord be with you."
And they replied,
"The Lord bless you."
Then Boaz said to his servant, who was in charge of the reapers,
"Whose young woman is this?"
She is the young Moabite woman who returned with Naomi from the country of Moab, and she asked, "Please let me glean and gather after the reapers among the sheaves." So she came and has continued to collect grain from morning until now, except when she rested for a little while in the field house.
Then Boaz said to Ruth,
"Listen carefully, my daughter. Do not go to glean in another field or leave this one, but stay here close by my maids. Watch which field they reap, and follow behind them. I have ordered the young men not to touch you. And when you are thirsty, go to the water jars and drink from what the servants have filled."
And Ruth replied,
"Why have I found favor in your eyes that you should notice me, seeing that I am a stranger in your country?"
I have been fully aware of all you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of her husband, and how you have left your father, mother, and the land of your birth, and have come to a people you did not know before. May the Lord repay you for kindness, and may your reward be full from the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge.
Let me find favor in your sight, my lord, for you have comforted me, and have spoken kindly to your maidservant, though I am not as one of your maidservants."
and Boaz said to her,
At mealtime, come over here and eat some bread, and dip it into the vinegar.
So she sat beside the reapers, and he served her roasted grain, and she ate until she was satisfied and still had some left over. When Ruth got up to glean, Boaz commanded his servants,
Let her glean even among the sheaves, and do not insult her. Also you shall purposely pull out some stalks for her from the sheaves, and leave them so that she may collect them, and do not rebuke her.
So she gleaned in the field until evening. Then she beat out what she had gleaned, and it was about an ephah of barley. She then picked it up and went into the city where her mother-in-law saw what she had gleaned. Ruth also took and gave to Naomi what she had saved after she had eaten and was satisfied. "Now," Naomi said to her,
"Where did you glean today? And where did you work? Blessed be the man who took notice of you."
So she told her mother-in-law with whom she had worked and said,
"The name of the man with whom I work today is Boaz."
Then Naomi replied,
"May he be blessed of the Lord, who has not ceased his kindness to the living and to the dead. The man is one of our closest relatives,
Naomi continued,
one who has the right to redeem us."
This concept of kinsman-redeemer recalled by Naomi is found in the law of the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, verse 25.
The man also said, "Stay close to my servants, until they have harvested my entire crop."
My daughter, it is good for you to go out to work with the young women, so that nothing will happen to you in another field.
And so Ruth stayed close to the young women working for Boaz, gleaning until the end of the barley and wheat harvest, and she was living with her mother-in-law. Now, if you are curious about how the whole story ends, please stick around for the next series.